Beautiful. Welcome,
Wow.
everybody.
That was fantastic. Welcome.
Welcome to an episode
Yeah.
of Sounds Good Live.
This Sounds Good Live.
Today we have a band named Tx3 with us.
Thank you for having us.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
TX3,
Yeah.
12 by 3, that's right.
Yeah, that's the full name if you want to pronounce it like that as far as finding us
Technically.
online.
What do you guys usually, what do you go to first when someone asks you what your name is?
TX3.
TX3?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
For sure.
TX3. That's good. I like it. I feel like it's good for branding. It's kind of minimalist in of itself.
Quick.
Yeah. It's good. Good. I
It rolls
like
off the tongue.
Yeah.
Well, yes, this is Sounds Good Live, and we do have TX3 with us. I'm Willie Condrey, and then why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy?
Well, I was thinking I'd introduce myself because my name is Mike.
Ah, there we
Yeah.
go. There we go with the mic.
So let's introduce TX3 here. So we got Ryan on guitar here. How's it
Hello.
going, Ryan?
I'm not doing too bad.
That's
How about
good.
you guys?
We're doing pretty good, man. That's good. I'm glad everybody's doing good. Yeah. And we got Jeff over here on bass.
Hello.
Hey, man.
How's
How's
it
it
going?
going?
Good.
Here, and do this for you. Real
Mike,
quick.
he fixes the
yeah.
mics.
There you go.
There's a mic.
Mike's the mic man.
I am the Mike man. You got Jeff on
Call
bass. And over here, there's Nick on drums.
Hello. Yeah,
Hey.
I'm Nick. I play drums.
That's Nick.
How long you guys been playing together?
Well, me and Nick have been playing together probably about like 7 years now.
It's been
almost.
about, like 7 or 8 years, probably.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't even know that was that long.
And
Yeah.
we've been playing with Jeff, luckily enough, since probably almost 2 years now, at
Yeah,
least.
it's
it's
been 2
been
years.
2 years.
Just
2
about
It has
for
been 2
October,
years.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
You guys really have been on quite a journey as a band.
I
you
met
know?
them on
Yeah.
Halloween. They like did the open mic on a Wednesday. I think Halloween was on a Wednesday. And they just did. It was just them two, and I was like, "This is sick."
I was a shark and he was a pickle.
Yep. I was pickle.
That was
pickle
the
Nick.
night.
Pickle Nick, yeah.
Man.
There's a lot of connections that are made on Halloween. It's
Yeah.
a night of many
Yeah,
things.
dark spirits
Oh,
guiding
yeah.
people
Yeah, yeah.
together and such.
Just that
Which is always
energy.
good for rock.
Yeah.
Well,
I bet
yeah.
you guys have got more songs.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
for
do some more
sure.
songs, and we
Just a
can
few.
get into the dirty details
Yeah.
later.
Let's
And,
do a song.
Keeping with the theme, we're going to have to ask another one of our friends.
We're going to
come
ask
down
another
here.
one of our
Oh.
Mr. Ryan Knox, lead singer of Dad's Underwear.
Yeah, let's
Hell
get some
yeah.
Ryan on vocals. Sounds like a good idea.
So we are, I guess, an instrumental band and feature different artists around Sacramento. You just heard from Mason. And now we're going to hear from Ryan.
Yeah.
Here
You know, hit us up if you're any good. This song's called The Aesthetic.
I
That was awesome.
There we go.
There you are.
I can be heard now. Yes, that was great, guys.
That was really great.
Thank you.
Enjoyed that quite thoroughly. That was interesting hearing that with vocals. So that song is available. Like you can listen to the instrumental version, like the demo of that. But to hear it with vocals, it's like almost like a completely different
Yeah,
song.
Ryan adds a lot to it.
You really do, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. Holy.
Look at that one song and he's sweating, man. This guy is passionate.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're definitely grateful for what he brings to the table. Yeah, it's like you said, it changes everything.
I mean, the original's great. Like that's the thing is like the original, it made sense as an instrumental song. And so then when I started hearing like the beginning of it, I was like, oh, this is the one that they're bringing the vocalist on. Because the original song is already complete, in my opinion. So to bring the vocals in, it's just like, it's like a different iteration. When did you guys pull that together? Like the whole bringing on Ryan as a vocalist for that?
Probably
Like maybe almost a year.
Oh, how long has he been on it?
Yeah.
Because it's Micah. That's been probably about between like 6 months and a year. Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the
Definitely
ones that
longer
you
than
definitely.
6 months.
Oh yeah, I think because
My bad.
we timed it
Nobody
at
knows
like
what time it is these days.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably more than 6 months. Yeah, I'm tripping. But yeah, that was one that you definitely cling to when we first started jamming and stuff. You like that one.
It was like the first one I heard, and I remember like I didn't even listen to more of your guys' songs until I wrote lyrics for that one. So it's like, oh, I like this one. I'll move on after that. You know?
Okay, so yeah, you wrote lyrics. Okay, that makes sense that you wrote lyrics for it. So you heard the song, and then you like kind of came up with an idea of what you wanted to sing about, and then.
Yeah,
Something like
everything just cut out in my headphones, so I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah,
That's
I can
cool.
hear you,
But yeah, no, I think some of the lyrics were already written, and then like I filled in some of the gaps to work around their structure a little bit. But I'm mainly a writer, so their songs are. I've been trying to write more lyrics to some of their songs because it's really what's fun about them is they have like their demos and they send them to you, and that's the final structure. Like you can show up to practice as long as you learn your part. You show up to practice with these guys. They got their structure down, so you can just as long as you've learned it to the demo, you're good. You can just hop in and and so a lot of times like every band's a different beast, So you never know what.
Yeah,
like,
some bands kind of operate off of improvisation. They're like, oh, we have a rough idea, and you can kind of make your lyrics from this rough. No, but with this one, they're like. Like I said before, it was already a complete song before. Like everything was already in place. It had like a beginning and end. So yeah, that is nice.
Appreciate that.
cool.
You guys your music has really tightened up over the years, I would say. Like the structure is really pat down, and it has that nice interlocked kind of feel.
I feel like having Jeff on bass and also like being able to have like really talented vocalists like Ryan and Mason, it's just it really brings a lot more, It's no longer it's just, me and Nick, and it's just kind of like a really, I wouldn't say hollow, but just kind of like drum and bass can only do, or drum and guitar can only do so much,
Yeah.
Yeah, you need that body. You need like the bass gives it. I feel like when you have the bass and the drums doing the same thing, and the guitar is even kind of like it actually sounds like one full band then. But even if you have drums and guitar and just those two, and they're like totally on the same script, you're always just like, oh, something's missing.
Yeah.
Oh, bass is missing. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked, but when Jeff came along, it was what we were missing.
Mm-hmm.
It fit in just so perfectly.
Aw.
I know, giggity.
Are you guys thinking
just
of?
what I needed.
you just what I needed. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Are you guys considering maybe going with a one singer in the future? Or are you happy with this whole guest singer thing? Because I think the guest singer idea is working out quite. It's neat.
I'd say we're definitely looking for a full-time permanent singer. It's just as far as like availability and stuff. People are in other bands. Both of the vocalists that we're working with are both in other bands. That's their thing. So it's just a matter of availability. If things happen, they happen, and we'll be grateful for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're a vocalist listening to this, you got some decisions to make.
Definitely grateful to be able for them to give their time to collaborate and stuff. For sure. Yeah.
Heckin' yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I think I could use another song right now.
I think we
for
can
sure.
go for another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jim James.
We're big My Morning Jacket fans, so the song is called "What Would Jim James Do."
I know I think I'm driving, never do.
chained to dumpsters, diving forward till I break the lock. Ignorant enough to admit it, ask away just to get with it. Roll a jade and barely hit it, running through. I talk, I love you for the ways you fucked up. I love you for the ways you fucked up. I love you for the ways you fucked up when you're long gone and I'll hold back from getting too fucked up when you're long gone. Every new liar knows when to tell the truth. Seeing you so bad, starts to you. There's a time for everything that I say. Just tell me when. There's a time for everything that we do. Just tell us when. Time to overthink. I'm driving, never there, always driving like I'm chained to dumpsters, diving forward till I break the lock. Ignorant enough to admit it, ask away just to get with it. Roll a jade and barely hit it, running through our talk. I love you for the ways you fucked up. I love you for the ways you fucked up. I love you for the ways you fucked up when you're long gone and I'll hold back from getting too fucked up when you're long gone. I love you for the ways you're fucked up when you're long gone and I'll hold back from getting too fucked up when you're long gone. There's a time for everything that we do. Just tell us when. There's a time for everything that we do. Just tell us when. Time to overthink. I'm driving, never there, always driving like I'm chained to dumpsters, diving forward till I break the lock. Ignorant enough to admit it, ask away just to get with it. Roll a jade and barely hit it, running through our talk. I love you for the ways you fucked up. I love you for the ways you fucked up. I love you for the ways you fucked up when you're long gone and I'll hold back from getting too fucked up when you're long gone.
Nice. That sounded good, man.
Hey, it sounded great.
Yeah, it really did.
What would Jim James do?
What would Jim James do?
Would have played the song.
And obviously, he would love you for the ways you're fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how fucking hard your vocals go on top of that. It's fucking great.
Thank you. It's a really fun song. I've been jamming it all weekend. It's like, oh, this is a screamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many of our songs that I'm like, nobody's gonna be able to add vocals to this. It just
Right.
it's too weird.
But
And then
They figure
Ryan
it out.
and Mason figure it out
It
pretty
is
quickly
weird.
usually.
They do, like he said, they sound full. They like, I come to them and I'm like, this doesn't really need it, you know? It's just like,
No, honestly, it really works because it's just like, I don't know. You come with these songs that are like pre-written, but they almost feel like they were like meant to be there. You know, it's really neat.
Do you feel like you can kind of go either way? You can like have it be an instrumental, so like people can still enjoy the instrumental version, but also I think that like it's worth having that vocal version out there because it's like,
Oh yeah.
it is different. I mean, it's not better. It's not worse either. It's just
Right.
it's just
There's
a
a lot
different
of
version.
different-
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
different take on
It's
it.
different for
Yeah.
sure.
What's cool is with the guest vocalists is we can play a live show and maybe they're not available and we just do it instrumental and it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's super. That's super important, actually.
Yeah.
Flexibility.
Being a musician,
Whereas like a regular
myself.
band, you probably can't do that. 'Cause
No.
it's like, oh, why you're gonna play a show without your singer?
What? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like as a pragmatics type of thing. You just need that sometimes, like
Yeah.
like to be able to do a song without certain personnel,
Yeah.
because you can't always get everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It
true.
doesn't always work out. But no, all right, cool, yeah. So I figured now maybe we can get a little bit into our roots. You know, let's dig up some roots. So what kind of sounds
movie?
led you? Oh no, we can't like that. We could get a projector going, but that would be a lot of prep time. We just invite listeners. We actually expect listeners to have already seen Roots as
Yeah.
required material
That's
before
good. Yeah.
consuming this
You have
podcast.
a disclaimer before the podcast.
We'll certainly put one up there. Yeah, we'll get one going there.
Cool.
But no, let's dig up some roots. Yeah, let's figure out what made you into the musician that you are today.
Oh.
So yeah, Ryan, what you brought a box full of records here today.
Oh, yeah.
What's some of your favorite? Like, these are your records, right?
Well, they are, but I tried to grab a few different ones. I figured.
You did a good job. I was going through there, and there's definitely like that.
I haven't
The
gone through
Revolver.
Revolver. Oh, that's a big
I'm a
one.
big
no.
Beatles fan, probably the biggest in the band.
I would say so. And
Yeah, me too.
Controversial opinion. I think that's probably their best album. Hate
Really?
Me.
Yeah.
Hate Me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
It's
think I
definitely
agree.
top 3 and changes for me.
Just especially because like the
Yeah.
context, like just like listening to it so young, it's just like it's always had an imprint.
Yeah.
Such a personal one.
Is there a Beatles album that you can say is like your favorite that would be a controversial one? I feel like they all, you can get away with saying any one of them is almost your favorite, except for maybe that one that had like the butchered babies on the front. But that was just the cover. Like the songs were bangers themselves. So I guess that doesn't count actually. But yeah, like, all right.
Bangers.
Yeah. So what's one of your favorite records from this bin of records you got here, Ryan?
I would say
Ooh.
one of the biggest ones in there would be Omni by Minus the Bear. It's kind of got like a maroon cover.
Okay. Yeah.
just because,
I
like,
love Minus
that-
the Bear.
Like
Omni.
Nick showed me that album, and like that's like I don't know, it just kind of blew my mind, and I feel like that brought us kind of closer together, especially as musicians, like finding some common ground. You know, it's just like, well, let's try to play some of that stuff. You know,
Yeah, we found
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
And that
Omni.
one is the Omni album is such a good album.
I can definitely hear Minus the Bear in your guys'
Yeah.
sound. Like I was trying to think of beforehand when I was listening to your demo. I was trying to think of like I could definitely think like indie. I wanted to almost say like post rock because there's kind of like it's just kind of like an atmospheric vibe. I didn't think Minus the Bear, but as soon as I saw the Minus the Bear records, it like hit me like a freight train. I'm like, yeah, oh, duh, freaking of course. Like they've got that inspiration.
Yeah, the way you guys kind of segment songs, the energy kind of builds up and then stops and builds up. You know.
I could definitely see that. I wish I could do a little more tapping like Dave, like Newton.
Oh, you got a long career. You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll be tapping. That's the entire next album, baby. This is like my personal favorite.
Planet
by-
Vice?
by
Oh,
Minus
yeah.
the Bear. Me.
That one. Nights.
Man.
Nights is yeah. I love
Nights.
it.
That's the
Part-
song that
part
got me into.
two.
You
Yeah.
saw the music video for Nights, right?
I honestly haven't seen a lot of Minus their music videos.
Dude,
I
it was
haven't
one
seen
of the
that
first
one
ones
either.
where everything was mirrored, and like it would be the same head mirrored on left and
okay.
right. Yeah. Oh, such a cool music video.
Oh man, I think my favorite track off that album's probably got to be like Lotus or Double Vision Quest, just because it's so long and like Lotus just goes through so many different phases.
That was
you know?
part 2, Dr. Ling, or however it's pronounced, Ice Monster, Burring Luck. They're also good.
Yeah, Double Vision Quest has like one of the craziest courses. It has like one of the craziest third acts of a song. If you were to
Oh,
like
yeah.
break a song into acts, that has like one of the most triumph. Like it's you got to listen to that one.
Fucking crazy.
Minus the Bear.
What about you, Nick? What from this bin? I don't know if you peruse through here. You're familiar with the content.
I'm familiar with his record collection. But as far as everything in there, I actually haven't looked at what he brought today.
Well, is there one that like it's you're on a desert island? You got a vinyl player.
I know. I'd say I still don't know how it's pronounced. The Okinos, whatever, the live album by My Morning Jacket. Is that in there?
I did not bring that.
Okay.
I think I brought.
That's good to know. Hey,
I brought Z, Evil Urges, and I think I also brought.
Z's a great album.
Z is a good album. Yeah, I'll say that. Just for the sake of it. It just flows very well.
Last one
It's kind of like a cinematic album in a sense because it just flows so well. It kind of tells a story. This
about that. Z by My Morning Jacket.
it's got like what? It's like a penguin on it or something.
Yeah, it's got a black cover.
I thought it was at the end. I'm sorry.
With like a city, kind of like a weird looking thing.
You guys got Thundercat in there, which
I was gonna say the Thundercat album in there. I know you brought that.
Drunk is like so.
Drunk
good.
is such a good album.
I didn't expect to see that.
It's just a mind fuck.
Yeah, everyone should like. I was like, wow, for their sound, I didn't expect that. But then again, also, I would want everybody to have that in their vinyl collection. Anyways,
I'd say that
everyone.
I'd say the music we write isn't really similar to the music that we listen to on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
Oh, I think there's penguins on this.
Yeah,
this
that's
is probably
the
it.
one.
That one. Oh,
well,
man.
as you can tell, I'm unfamiliar with this.
That one just flows so well.
But I will have to check it out.
Like
My Morning Jacket.
Now it comes loose. What's
So
the
that
Wordless
Dante,
Chorus?
yeah.
Don Dante.
Yeah.
Just everything off the record.
Jim James
good.
has like the voice of an angel. That's why we had to
He
name
really
a song
does.
after him.
Connections.
Soars.
All right,
Alright,
Jeff.
another
What
song?
about you, man? Like, we got plenty of time for some songs, but first, Jeff. Like, what about you, man? What?
So he doesn't have a record in there. I should have brought mine, but like this tattoo is a cursive tattoo. And what's cool is we found out
I think there's a 3D cam right there.
that we were at the same Minus the Bear cursive show at Ace of Spades. Like,
Oh, you didn't know that?
6 years before we met.
Yeah, that was a minute ago.
Yeah, it was in 2012.
Like
I think.
2013 or something. Yeah, 12.
12 or 13. So cursive, big cursive fan. But I'm kind of all over the place. Like there's a Tribe Called Quest in there. I mentioned it
Oh
last
yeah,
time.
I saw that. Yeah,
You
you guys actually got a fair amount of like '90s hip hop.
Yeah. Beatles.
It's all Ryan.
Keeping it real.
You need that. No, you need that. Like, I don't really hear it in your sound, but it's like, it's probably, there's some like faint trace of it in there somewhere.
Yeah, you
Like,
hear it in the
maybe-
weed that's smoked.
That's,
Yeah.
ooh, that's very important for how the sausage is made. Yeah. So that's a part of the process. Yeah.
All right. So what's this song called?
Bite Me.
Bite me.
This song's called Bite Me. That's great, man.
I know it's a little
It's,
too.
we dedicate it to you, Mike.
Thank you, I guess.
Music.
All right. Hear it.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming
Yeah.
on.
Hey,
Thank
thanks
you
for
for
having us.
Gracing us with your presence.
Thank you guys. This is just epic. Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan, for guest boxing.
Yeah, for
Mason,
letting me-
don't forget
And
Mason.
thanks, Mason.
Thank you,
Right
Mason.
next to me. We
And also we gotta thank the crowd up
sponsors.
there.
got our sponsors, Ohana Garden and Kellogg's cereal.
Oh yeah. By the way, no cursing, guys.
Raytheon missiles. Raytheon weapons also sponsors
Yeah.
us. I don't know how we got that one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time to talk about Syria, but that'll be on the next one.
Yes. Yeah, don't worry,
You guys got off easy this
Yeah.
time.
Next episode is the Syria episode.
I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but we will be announcing the locations of Assad's chemical weapons in the next
Yeah.
episode. So stay tuned for
Stay
that.
tuned.
All right.
Stay
Breaking
tuned,
news.
everybody.
Okay.
Oh, hold up. Let's get all the Instagram details out here and stuff. So what's your
Oh,
plugs?
shit.
Come on, let me hear 'em.
Let's see.
I don't even
It's
know.
TX3 band, I think.
At TX3 band
At
on the
TX3
grams.
band on the gram. It's just TX3 on Facebook, but who goes Facebook? Nah.
Yeah, Facebook. If you're over the age of 50, it's TX3 on Facebook.
But on
We're still working on our MySpace.
on all MySpace, yeah, it's in the
All
works.
MySpace.
But on all like streaming stuff, it's TX3/12x3.
TX3/12x3.
Yeah, we'd appreciate if you put in the extra work to look us up because of that.
Honestly, and
Thank
when
you.
it comes down to it, who else is gonna have exactly that?
right?
Fucking
Exactly.
nobody.
There was like somebody who was TX3
Yeah.
and they were like on
It was a
like
boy
The
band.
Voice or something.
Just
they
type
ruined
in
it for
12x3 on Spotify. Because there's not
It
really a
was
lot of other
triplets.
12x3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're
If you
unique.
remember that one? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
demand
Check them out on Spotify,
satisfaction.
12x3.
We got some songs on there.
Yeah.
Check out their demo.
More to come.
Yeah, this is Sounds Good Live here in Sacramento rehearsal studios and all that jazz.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.